Hello there. It's felt a little cool across eastern coasts this afternoon, but is it going to turn any warmer over the weekend, and is it going to stay dry? Well, it's certainly not going to be a dry end to the week across Northern Ireland. This frontal system moving in from the west, and it stalls quite a lot, which means quite a wet end to the week across Northern Ireland. Later into Friday through into Saturday, it eventually tries to edge its way eastwards, perhaps just bringing in some outbreaks of rain towards western parts of Scotland, parts of Wales and parts of the southwest. So that means it's going to be quite a damp start in these areas, quite blustery at times too, perhaps the odd heavier outbreak of rain, particularly across any high ground. But it should brighten up nicely across Northern Ireland through the morning. There are perhaps some fog patches here during the very early hours, and any rain will eventually fizzle away, turning more showery in nature by the time we reach the afternoon, though the odd shower could be quite heavy, perhaps even the odd rumble of thunder, particularly across Scotland, maybe even across the far south. But many areas should see a largely dry day on Saturday. Some showers around, yes, particularly across the far north and far south, but many places will see a dry day with some sunnier outbreaks. The best of the temperatures are going to be across the far south and southeast, highs of 18 degrees here and still a little bit cooler around eastern coasts, but a degree or two up compared to Friday. Now through into the evening, we eventually say goodbye to this frontal system as it fizzles away, drifting its way eastwards, and then high pressure largely building across the southern half of the UK. But notice across the far northwest, a few more isobars on the chart here, so starting to turn a little bit blustery, and also some frontal systems moving through. So once again, more cloud here across the very far northwest, and some outbreaks of rain. Still could be blustery, still could be a little bit heavy. But across the southern half of the UK, it should be a largely clear and bright start. Still, once again, perhaps some mist and fog patches in places. These clearing quite quickly through the morning, leaving a largely dry day ahead, particularly across central and southern areas, and feeling very warm in that sunshine too, starting to creep into the low 20s across the very far southeast. And if you are taking part in the London Marathon or even the Manchester Marathon, it should remain largely dry, though it is going to be quite warm, so perhaps some extra water needed, and the very best of luck if you are taking part. But once again, across the very far north of Scotland, still rather blustery here, any rain becoming confined to the very far north of Scotland. Shetley and Auckland, for example, seeing quite a wet afternoon, but much drier across Northern Ireland, though it could be quite cloudy here at times. Now, temperatures are on the up day by day. This is temperatures compared to average. So we can see on Saturday, most areas are going to be around average, perhaps some localised areas just a touch above or touch below. But on Sunday, starting to see those temperatures creep up, becoming higher than average, particularly around Lincolnshire, Nottinghamshire and parts of central England and parts of the southeast as well. And then as we head through into Monday, once again, quite a widespread area seeing above average temperatures, perhaps more than 10 degrees above average in some places. So starting to feel very warm across the far south and southeast in particular. And that's all because high pressure clings on, giving us that southerly flow of air, so a warmer flow of air for many areas. But notice in the north, still some frontal systems edging in at times, so more cloud and more rain here possible. As we head through into the middle part of the week, there's a bit more uncertainty as to whether the high pressure will stick around, or if we introduce a more westerly flow again, some more frontal systems, more cloud and more rain. But for more updates on that, don't forget you can subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our weather updates. Bye-bye.